Arc Raiders just got some day one updates. We'll go over a brand new hotfix that applies to all platforms, as well as the special case for Xbox. Additionally, we'll cover some backend and hidden changes, ones that I have noticed from TT2 to Server Slam, all the way to the exclusive creator test. On top of everything else, we'll cover what's going on with Stella Montis, things with max level, as well as a whole bunch more. What's up, World Utopia here, back in for another video. Today we're checking out all things Arc Raiders. Okay, so first off here, let's address what's going on with the hotfixes, the day one patches, everything we're seeing with the Steam database, and all of that jazz there. So first off, we're going to have to cover some updates by the community manager. That's going to give us some additional context, then we can lead into everything else. So first off, at 5:30 in the morning Central Time, we had the community manager lead, Embark Osen, go over the updates that's happening. This was on the Discord side of things, where she said here that they are aware of those who have pre-ordered the standard edition on Xbox, and they were currently not able to play the game. So they had to work with Xbox on this to fix the issue. And it seemed like for a while there, unfortunately, Xbox players couldn't play the game if they only had the standard edition. Well, around 5 hours later, she did update us here, saying that Xbox players should be able to jump in. They're relieved that the issue got resolved, and they did thank you for your patience. Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate situation there. Not sure if Xbox got confused and thought maybe the deluxe edition was supposed to get early access, like so many other games these days. However, if you just bought any copy of Arc Raiders, it doesn't matter. You could play on day one. But it is nice to see them address the issue and get that fixed. We have to go back to the original statement though, that covered the Xbox side of things. She does also go on here to say that note to all Raiders who participated in the Server Slam, that the Server Slam backpack reward will show up in your account tomorrow, which essentially should be sometime around October 31st. So depending on when you're watching this video, it might already be in your inventory. Now you might be asking, at what time might we see this backpack on the 31st? Well, Embark likes to drop their updates around 4 o'clock-ish, 5 o'clock-ish Central or Eastern time. So between there is probably when you should see this backpack. But no official confirmations there on that one. There was also some additional information with Tech Test 2 and Tech Test 1, but I'll go over that in a little bit. I do want to cover what is going on with the Steam database and the build patch that came out recently. So Arc Raiders did post its final build update on October 28th. So essentially the day one patch did get released that day with the game. What I can say is the file structure from my creator test looks the exact same, and even some of the files are dated for the same exact date. So I do believe I did get to play the day one patch, at least during that creator exclusive test that we had, where I was able to access the full game early. So I do believe we did have the full build there, included with this day one patch. Now, there is no official patch notes that they did release, but there are some changes that I've noticed from Server Slam, and even some ones that weren't documented in that recent fix blog. What we have seen so far is a bit of a hot fix here. We had some server-side tweaks, where Embark Osen did say here they noticed that some users were experiencing matchmaking issues, and the team was addressing that. It does seem like that was kind of hotfixed. They did some capacity scaling there to reduce the login errors over the day, but no download was needed for that one. There was also some issues with players having the deluxe edition and their cosmetic tokens not appearing. Well, those seem to be fixed mostly. I would say give it a day or two if you still don't have your deluxe edition cosmetics and tokens, and then you can always reach out to Embark support. They are usually very, very fast and very good with that, although I'm sure they're being slammed with this launch. There is also some hidden changes that I have noticed. The most massive one here, I didn't notice this during the creator test as I didn't test it, but during the Server Slam, what I noticed is that you could not slide down a hill infinitely, and that around 25 to 50% down the hill you would actually get stopped. And the animation for sliding would stop as well, so you kind of just like stopped right in the middle. And this applied to sections where there's like in the dam, especially that dam where you could slide all the way down, or you at least should be able to. Well, that actually did get fixed here. So from the Server Slam, it actually did get fixed into launch, and now you can slide all the way down. It doesn't require the perk that says you can slide longer. In fact, I don't have the perk, so I know for a fact that you can do it without the perk. You can now slide all the way down the dam and all the way down a hill. So very nice there. It does seem like the sliding in general has been addressed and fixed. Another one here I actually did cover, and this one was in the recent blog post, but it seemed like not everybody got the gist there, and I've noticed a lot of player confusion around this one, even on the Discord and subreddit. The dam control tower actually did get patched. And what do I mean by that? You need a key to get into the dam control area here. Well, prior and in the Server Slam test, you could actually head to the rooftop, and with a skilled or somewhat of a skilled jump, you could essentially go backwards and then get climbed up onto the ledge. and you could just jump right in through the window. And so you didn't need a key, you could essentially get into that area or that section without a key. Well, they actually did go ahead and patch that. So you'll see now there's bars across all of the windows. You can no longer do that jump. So again, I noticed this on my Discord, I noticed this on the Reddit page, I noticed this on the main public Discord. A lot of people were linking the video for that. So if you've seen a video of people doing that or getting into that subsection there without a key, you can no longer do so. One of the other main questions I've got on my Discord and even from some of my friends is what is going on with Stella Montis? As you can see, it is displayed on our map here, and people are wondering if this map is actually in the game right now. Well, it does say coming soon on the Stella Montis page here. Now, I don't have 100% confirmation on this. This was just something they told us during the dev debriefing for the creator event. They did tell us that Stella Montis was something that the players needed to figure out how to unlock. So I'm not exactly sure if that's alluding to it not being there at launch, or if this is something that is a global unlock, if there is some sort of Easter egg or some sort of achievement that the player base needs to do as a whole, or if this is something that you have to unlock personally. And then last up, or if it's not in the game at all. But they did say it was something that the players do need to unlock and figure out how to unlock it. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure there. A lot of the maps did unlock if you saw just by playing in the actual game. It didn't matter what map you queued for, eventually you unlock all of the maps. To unlock all of the maps, it was 18 matches in total. And then once you have Blue Gate, you basically, quote-unquote, have all of them. But yeah, not 100% sure there what's going on with Stella Montis. Maybe they can clarify that eventually, but it seemed that they kind of wanted to keep that somewhat secretive, at least in regards to how to unlock it. A couple additional things here that I noticed that players have also been asking me, as well as the Discord itself. What is the max level? Well, there is an achievement for getting level 70. I do believe the max level is 75, or at least you can get to 75, potentially beyond. How do I know that? Well, there actually is a cosmetic that you can get at level 75, and that is an unlock for the pilot outfit here. So it does at least go to 75. We don't know if it goes any further, but yeah, just figured I'd make a mention on that one. Another thing here, we actually did get rewards for both the Tech Test 2 and players that did play Tech Test 1. I'm actually quite surprised about this. I don't remember them saying that we would get a reward back then, but we did. For Tech Test 1, I actually did get this outfit in the white color. So nothing too crazy there, I just got another color selection if I did play TT1. The messages for this actually did disappear, unfortunately, after I claimed them. So I'm sorry about that, and I kind of forgot what we got for Tech Test 2. If you want to clarify that in the comments down below, I'm sure one of you have it. Please let me know on that. Moving on here, though, we had a few other last-minute mentionables. The first one here actually is a Twitch drop. So they've just dropped these a little bit ago, where you can get a dance Twitch emote, as well as a warm-up emote, a bobblehead backpack charm, and if you do sub to an Arc Raiders streamer, you can actually get an Arc Raiders chat badge. So if you did want to use that badge in chat, you can do so by doing that. That wasn't all, though. There's actually a Discord quest as well, which is the Hiker Backpack Sky Ice. And that one is lasting until November 5th, so you should claim it sooner than later. Overall, that's about covered for today's video. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Until the next one, deuces.